NRGcreativ coming at you. I'm Mike, and I've got some info for you on which mount should you choose. What should it be made of? Metal, aluminum, 3D printing. And I'm going to show you why I do what I do. Stick around. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. So why did I choose 3D printing? Really simple. Are these designed to be permanent? Last forever? Absolutely not. They are 3D printed. I know some people have fun pointing out that obvious fact, but yes, there is a reason why I do 3D print. I'm going to tell you why, but first I'm going to tell you why I don't do the others. I'm not telling you shouldn't, but I'm going to show you why I choose this and why this is incredibly strong. Okay, so a lot of people have a misconception of 3D printing that is very brittle. That's because you have a lot of hobbyists out there that are trying to make functional mounts and things like that that just aren't going to last. They have no idea what they're doing. Guys, you cannot take a 3D printer with a slicer, use the settings, slice something, print this, and expect it to hold. It's just not going to. You have to know what you're doing as far as strength, layers, lines, walls, infills. You can't, some people will think that you can print this thing right here 100% infill so it's completely solid and it's going to be the best you can do on 3D printing. That's just not so. A completely solid infill mount, which makes it completely solid, it does two things. It uses a ton of filament. It also makes it extremely brittle. It will snap, guys. There is no bending, no giving. I don't care what you use. It's just not going to work. There are tips and tricks to 3D printing, and unfortunately, these hobby guys out there, they just don't know what they're doing. They don't do 3D printing. I don't only do seadoo mounts. I do Jeep, ATV. I do a lot of functional parts, guys, and these things have been through the mountains on my Jeep and everything else. They hold up just fine. Let's talk about why I don't do metal. Yes, I chose a couple before I started doing the 3D print mounts for the seadoo. I actually welded up some designs. I've also got access to CNC machines. Number one, to make a mount like this, or even this, the chunk of aluminum that you would need for this and the CNC time and getting it prepped and ready makes this out of reach. Most people aren't going to pay $1,000 for a mount. It's just not going to happen. Just a chunk of aluminum is going to be half of that at least. And it's very, very consuming. It takes a very long time to do that. The steel ones, okay, I've seen a lot of steel ones, like I'll point out right here. They work. They simply do. They will last longer than 3D print. I mean, that's not a secret. And there's a couple of things that are wrong with the metal mounts, and I'm going to explain those here. Number one, the obvious, that we like to video and have fun while we're out socializing, riding. Guys, I carry either a cooler or a linq cooler or a gas can, a linq gas can, depending on what type of riding I'm doing. If I'm going out for a long ride, I may bypass the cooler and I'll put my gas can on, but I use either one. Those metal mounts that bolt in there right flush to the thing, to the ski pylon, guys, they angle it up. You cannot run a cooler or a gas can. You can't use your linq accessory there. My mount you can. Also, I have personally seen two instances. One guy actually flipped his ski. I don't know why that pole ripped, but it ripped the three bolts where it goes down into the fiberglass. It ripped those out. He had to repair those. Took him a while to get his ski back going. Another one, okay, passenger on the back fell off, hit that pole, and ripped that mount right out. Now, is that going to happen with this? Absolutely. But what's going to happen with this? This is going to fail. I would rather replace a mount, plastic mount, than have hull damage. So to me, the choice was clear. To you, you may want that and say that's never going to happen to me, and that is your choice, and I completely support it. It's a great option. If you're not carrying a cooler or anything, yeah, that's a great option. Go right ahead. I carry a different variety of mounts depending on what you want to do. This one here is my dual mount. It's got the flag, or it's got the selfie stick at an angle. You never want to run both at once, especially on a 3D printed mount. This one is brand new. It's coming out. It's been tested. I've got video. It's not quite there yet, so I won't let it out. But this one holds the huge 360 pole straight up instead of at an angle. So it's a different perspective. It's also extremely strong, guys. Take a look at this right here. This is it here, and this is that 36 millimeter selfie stick. This is the way I've designed this. It's going straight up. You can still run your cooler. You can still run your gas can, whatever you want to run back here. As well as you have soft straps to help with stability a little bit up from the base. So that's going to help that. This is going to change just a tiny bit from where I've got it there. I'm making some adjustments before I actually release it to the public. But I also use this. I've seen guys out there that use hooks, other types of things that bolt to it. They scratch your seat up. When it comes time to sell this, it's going to look like hell. Everything I do, design and print and work on, gets thoroughly tested. I mean, it's tested in the Gulf of America, and it is completely, or if you don't like that, Gulf of Mexico, but it is tested thoroughly. It's tested in rough waters. So you know if you're a lake or a river rider and you're having fun on those rivers, you know these things are going to last, because they last out here in the Gulf in some pretty rough conditions. So I highly recommend them. Each its own, but these things simply work. Most of my mounts do not need a tether. Our cameras are waterproof, and I've got, you know, people would like to argue no matter what. Oh, I'm not going to dunk my $500 camera in the water. People do it all the time. Saltwater, freshwater, they are waterproof, guys. So I've got a simple insurance policy for you. People say all the time, they're like, oh, I don't want to lose my camera on a 3D printed part. I've never lost one. Well, I take it back. I have lost one. I had my pole extended all the way up, forgot about it, went under a low-flying bridge, snap. Which brings me to a point. No matter what mount you get, whether it's 3D printed, metal, stainless, aluminum, your weak point is always going to be your selfie stick. I don't care what selfie stick you buy, it's always going to be the weak point, guys. Nothing you can do about that. But here's an insurance policy. Pool noodle, cheap, right? Here is my front mount, 3D printed front mount. This thing is incredibly strong. It's been tested over and over and over. This is the selfie stick that I make. It's not extendable. It's very strong. It's matched perfect for this. Although you can use like the Insta360 or any other 1-inch selfie stick in here, and it'll be just fine. But here's one. Let's put this in here. Screws in. Anchor it down on the sides. Not too tight, just for stability. Pool noodle. Attach your camera. Guess what, guys? If anything was to happen to this, this is going to float. You're going to go back, see this orange or whatever color you choose, thing floating in the water. I've tested it over and over. I've never broken them out, but I have thrown this in the water and my camera floats just fine. So guys, I just thought I would share that little bit of information with you as far as what you should choose. Metal, plastic, it doesn't matter. Again, 3D printed parts aren't supposed to last you for 10 years. You know, they're just not. Typically, most people that I know, these mounts will last you until you sell your ski. You know, it's going to be out there. I've had a lot of these mounts on my skis for 2 years now, and they're holding up just fine. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. All the links are in the description, and I have my Seadoo Facebook group where I post all my discount codes. They're only posted there. You can't get them anywhere else. Check that out. The links are in the description. Join that group today. Find out some good information and get your discount. Talk to you next time.